What's happening, everybody? I'm Steve, and welcome back to Junkdrummer TV. I've got to tell you, I'm really enjoying the freedom that some of my new formats has given me. I'm able to just kind of sit down and do anything that I'm thinking of at the time, and that's what today's video is. And it's probably a funny title, but it's absolutely true. Before I get into this video, and if you think I have earned it, please give me a like, a comment, and share. Give me a double tap on the subscription and the notification bell. Please check out my Patreon. Please check out my Teespring, my merch table, if you dig what I'm doing. So, title of the video. I know, it's weird, right? But it's true. First of all, let me tell you that this is a story about one of my students. And I don't know if I should use his name. A lot of my students don't even know I have a YouTube channel, and none of my parents meaning my students' parents, don't know I have a YouTube channel. We're going to say Cooper. I have a student. His name's Cooper. And he's like 9, really young. And he's been coming to me for a while, and he's just not been into it. He's just not been into playing drums. I think a lot of people have the misconception that if a student shows up to take lessons, that they're very serious about it. And any hardened wise old private music teacher will tell you that's completely not true. It's about 50-50, 50%, 60-40 maybe. 60% of students who take it seriously, who practice, who heed your teachings, and then the other 40 are just kind of they have kind of a vague idea that they kind of want to play drums, and maybe they play a little bit, but you don't get a lot out of them. And when you do retail teaching like I do, because half of my week is spent teaching online. But by the way, if you want to study with me, I am taking online lessons. Just hit me up at junkdrummertv at gmail.com. And the other half, I'm in a music store. And I've worked at this one music store for about 14 years. And Cooper was one of those kids. And man, sometimes he was just downright miserable in lessons. And actually, multiple times I've asked Cooper, I was like, look, man, if you're not into this, I don't want to steal your parents' money. If you're coming in here and you're not digging what's going down, then, you don't have to be here. He's a good kid, by the way. I like him. Also, kids out there who've had teachers tell you, I love all of my students equally. They're fucking lying to you. There are students that I have had over the years that I do not like. And there are some students that I really, really dig. And then some students I'm like, meh about. Cooper, good kid. I like the kid. And I liked him enough that I didn't want to feel like I was, wasting his parents' money. But he kept coming, and sometimes he'd be in the mood, sometimes he isn't. 9-year-olds, right? Then one day, Cooper comes in and says, can we learn this Bon Jovi song called It's My Life? Which then I immediately knew what kind of music his mom listens to. Because how is a 9-year-old going to hear a 10 or 15-year-old Bon Jovi song? I was like, sure, no problem. Get out of here, Bon Jovi. Too handsome. So I say, yeah, of course, man. I did a video a while ago, one of my first videos actually, and it was called Top 5 Mistakes That Every Music Teacher Makes. And one of those rules that I set up in there was, or mistakes, I guess, was don't be a snob to your kids. If your kids are interested in something, foster it. Dude, you know how many Taylor Swift songs I had to teach back in the day? So I was like, sure, let's play this Bon Jovi song. That's right up front. I'm not a Bon Jovi fan. Are there Bon Jovi fans that aren't wine moms and wine aunts? Seriously? Although, I will have to say, I think I did actually have Slippery When Wet when I was a kid. Ugh. So, we set Cooper down behind the drum set, started teaching him the song. It's not that hard. It's a pretty easy song. It's easy enough for a 9-year-old to play along to. And all of a sudden, Cooper went from a student who most of the time acted like he didn't even want to be there to now the most excited student that I have. Right now, I am up to about 42 students. I've slowly built my practice back up after it being devastated with the lockdown and the pandemic. So I've slowly moved back up. And out of this kid is bout it. He would run through a plate glass window if I told him to. He loves it so much that he made this. So this kid went from a student that I thought would probably not stick around to someone who's making me like personalized, cards, and I love it. And now he comes into lessons and he's so vibed, man. This kid is so about it, and what it is. And I hope some music teachers see this. It's just a good example of you never know what's going to turn a kid on, what's going to make that kid finally get it or finally dig it. And for Cooper, it's my life. Get out of here, Bon Jovi. It's my life. And, I don't like that song, but I don't care because now I have a great student, and it's a student that I think is probably going to stick around for a while. Actually, I think one of the last lessons he was talking about, asking Santa Claus for an upgrade in the drum set. So because of John Bon Jovi, this 9-year-old kid went from being miserable to loving drums. And I just hope one day that kid's like a 16-year-old and thinks back about that time when he came into Steve's lesson and asked to learn how to play, this like mom rock anthem, and it touching him in a way that made him want to be a musician. And if I can do that, I mean, what better day can you have? So yeah, there's my video talking about the power of John Bon. Get out of here, John Bon Jovi, and it's my life. So there you go, little new fresh content for you. For people who have been talking about like in the comments section, and I've even had some private messages of like, are you going to do more React videos? I'm going to do some. I'm going to start peppering them in a little bit more. I really enjoyed doing that Ohio State University Rush tribute. One of the reasons I kind of quit doing it for a while and wanted to explore more videos like this is I wanted to have the freedom to talk about other things than just drums. And honestly, I was getting a little burnt out on it, and it was starting to become, like I was having to punch a clock to do this React video. But then the last two that I've done, the Charlie Watts and the Ohio State University Marching Band, I've kind of rekindled my love of it. I'm going to still do more videos like this. The next video I'm going to do is going to be another kind of flamethrower Steve rant video. I'm going to piss probably some people off, and I hope y'all stick around for it. But there you go. Yeah, if you're a music teacher out there, or if you're just a teacher in general, find that thing that makes that kid turn on. That's what you're looking for. And if you just keep doing the same old, and maybe some of this was my fault for not exploring what would make this kid light up. When you find it, you got to hit it. So like, now he wants to play Living on a Prayer. And I think he might be able to pull it off. I hope he does. And if y'all enjoyed all that, thank you all very much, and I'll see you next time.